guys, if you want to jump right into the discussion, click the timestamp below and you can just jump right in there. Now, to the podcast. Let's take a moment of silence for these many Nintendo franchises. And joining us here today on this sad, sad day, it is I, Miles Per Hour. Hello there. We have Peppermint 5.
I'm crying, but I bought the vodka just so I can forget about my sorrows later, like I always do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We have Madonna Max.
So crying about losing the last episode. Second time recording this. At least they can finally hear us.
It would make me cry for you. And of course, the one laughing in the funeral. Lux.
Disrespectful bitch.
You make me sick to my stomach.
You're so rude. I was gonna party later, but now I'm just gonna drink now.
Hey, yo. I was laughing at what Max was saying. But anyways, I'm pretty sad at these franchises that I'm just wondering, does Nintendo give a shit about these franchises? Like, do they care? Like,
When they feel like it.
Yeah. When it only benefits them. Okay. All right.
There's somebody that sounds sad. You do a really good job of showing that. It should be an actor, mate.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Why am I the voice actor here? You
Exactly.
should be
Excuse me, exactly.
the one. Nice.
Thank you.
But with that being said,
Party!
we are discussing a few, we'll say dead Nintendo franchises that we want to see come back to the land of the living. Because after the treatment that we see with games like WarioWare and Metroid, Nintendo has it in them to make really good comebacks for these games. And we all think, we have some games that definitely need that treatment as well, and would definitely have a boost in their popularity thanks to the Nintendo Switch's popularity. Because, let's be honest, the Nintendo Switch has become such a cultural icon that any game released under it becomes that as well, i.e. Animal Crossing, which was already a big franchise, but the Switch, that made things just so much bigger.
And the fact it had perfect timing with the pandemic that was going on, it was just, everyone's in their homes, let's play Animal Crossing and Doom.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And now, like said, with Metroid, people are just getting so excited for it.
And Nintendo is just fucking tweeting about it more than Zelda, which is a crazy timeline that we're in now.
And you know what? Speaking of Zelda, even though Zelda is Nintendo's big number 2 when we're talking solely, Breath of the Wild is the system seller and was the system seller for a long time with the Switch, and is the game that non-Zelda fans really do like to attach themselves onto, which is beautiful. So, point being said, with these smaller franchises, there's a lot of potential in there.
Of course. Yeah, because, there's a lot of good ones, and,
So, here's how we're going to do this. We're going to go down from Max, Trevor, me, and then Lux. So, starting with everything, not on Max, what is the first franchise you think should come back?
Alright, well, I gotta go with F-Zero. F-Zero is a series that's been talked about for, I would say, a lot of the majority of the newer F-Zero fans come from Super Smash Bros. I mean, that's what all of us, I would assume, know about F-Zero because of Smash Bros. I mean, I think everyone can agree. Captain Falcon is only a known character because of Smash Bros. That might be a hot take, but I feel like...
What was his game again? What's Captain Falcon's game again? I don't remember. Cause all I know is that he's from Smash Brothers. I can't wait for him to get his own game if he doesn't have one already.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, oh, that hurts so bad.
Miyamoto knows people want a new F-Zero game. His excuse, I'm calling it an excuse because this is the most bullcrap reason of why we don't have an F-Zero game, is because of the controls. He said during the Wii U era that the Wii U controller does not work for F-Zero. And for a new F-Zero game to happen, we need a new, unique control design.
What do you mean?
What you mean?
It's just a racing game. Just make it play like F-Zero GX.
This is the same man, though, that said that Pikmin 4 was done and we still haven't gotten shit, so.
The problem is, The problem is he was trying to do something like Star Fox Zero was,
And we all know how that went.
yes, he tried to make a unique control moveset with how that game was, and concept. It sounds awesome, but it doesn't work out. It doesn't work out.
And
All of
I
Miyamoto's
respect
Wii U
it.
games have all been like that. We've seen it with Pikmin 3. We've seen it with Star Fox Zero. We saw it with that one canceled game, Project Robot, whatever it was called, that never got
Oh,
released.
right, yeah, the kind of boxing thing. Well, not boxing. I'm thinking of the Virtual Boy game, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and Star Fox Guard even, that was pretty unique. But yeah, this series is dead. They know we want a new F-Zero. Even the artist recently came out a few months ago saying they want to do a new F-Zero game, but there's no new ideas. So I don't know what's up, but there's some great ideas for the F-Zero series, and this is something we should see come back, especially with the Smash Bros. Popularity. It just makes sense because we're seeing, I mean, hopefully WarioWare and Metroid Dread sell so well enough that we see, more dead franchises come back like F-Zero. So I'm putting F-Zero as my first pick.
And if they do bring that back, though, a good way to advertise it would be, Captain Falcon from Smash Brothers. But how about you? Do you know him from his own game, the F-Zero? There you go. What? He has his own series? I thought he was just a Smash Brothers character. What?
Essentially, he
Hey,
is.
what?
That's what Nintendo has derived him to.
Yeah, which
That's-
I mean, I respect it. Like, it makes me admire the GameCube era because, like, every Nintendo franchise has something.
Seriously,
Even
Metroid came
Donkey
back.
Kong, with the Donkey Kongas. Gotta love that game, right?
Oh, yeah, Donkey Konga. I love being my bongos. My bongos are so great to beat. But
You got not Donkey Konga 1, but Donkey Konga 2.
and then you have the Wii version, which is just great.
And then you have the Bumble Blast. What was the next one that they made?
Are you thinking of Jungle Beat?
Yeah, that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a weird one.
Yeah, the GameCube era is known for Nintendo trying new things. I mean, that's when Metroid went first person. So, and then that's when Mario decided to go away from the Mushroom Kingdom. So that game deserves a remake. Anyway, I think we should move on though before we get loose track.
One more thing on F-Zero.
Yeah.
So, what if the next F-Zero game wasn't a racing game? That they tried to do something unique. Kind of, we talked about Metroid Prime.
FPS shooter.
Something like Captain Falcon, first person, exploring this world. I don't know.
He does have a gun.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
I feel like that world could be so expanded upon.
I feel like he would be like a Cowboy Bebop type of character though. I don't know why.
Yep.
Yeah, even Miles was like, "Yep."
Because I mean, with F-Zero on the GameCube, we kind of saw that world explored way more because it had a story mode, an interesting story mode. We had cutscenes. We were able to see stuff that happened that wasn't happening in the racing scene of the game. I think it'd be pretty interesting if we saw an F-Zero game explore some of the ways that Metroid Prime did and be a first-person game. I don't know how they could do it. Like that be Nintendo's response to a Cyberpunk game.
for me, I kind of imagine a Devil May Cry style game. If Captain Falcon had an action game, you would upgrade him more and more as the game progresses. Falcon Punch would be your first move, but like you can make it stronger, where it's like the Galactic Falcon Punch at your end of the game.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Well,
Thanos
that being
punch.
said, Trevor, what's your first choice?
So my first choice it's basically a franchise that was only on the NES. It never got any other sequels after it. It only got one. It's one sequel, so it's 2 games, and that's Star Tropics. Now, Star Tropics was basically like a Western-inspired game. It was made by Nintendo, like EAD and stuff, like in-house. But it was inspired a lot by this American culture and stuff like that too, and stuff like Indiana Jones. Because basically in the game, in the first one I should say, you basically get like a letter from your uncle to you gotta find him, And like you got it's basically kind of like a Zelda game, but it's more Americanized because like I forget who the main character is because it's been so long since I did the research because of our last fucking video because when we did the first version of this video, but like he's an American all boy, like he likes baseball, he likes sports and stuff. I think his bat is one of his attacks. I could be wrong, but still, like it was an interesting game of export kind of game because it had Americano all over it. And one of the puzzles, because the game came with, I think it was like a piece of paper or like something in the manual. You had to like put lemon juice on it because something written in invisible ink was on it that you had to do in order to like solve one of the puzzles. It had a real world element to it, which was just great. Especially because this was back pre-internet days, so you couldn't have just get stuck and be like, okay, let me Google this shit real quick, you know? Like you had a real world thing you had to do in order to solve one of the puzzles, which was just amazing. And number two took the Zelda 2 approach, funny enough. Like they changed the kind of style and like the perspective because the first one was also a top-down perspective. This one was kind of like a side perspective. Like I don't think it rated as good, but still, I think Star Tropics probably should come back and kind of like make a return because I want to see basically an Americanized Zelda. That's what I'm calling it because that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of Zelda but Americano. I want to see that again, but just have it updated with a lot of stuff, and just I don't know, have Harrison Ford in it because Indiana Jones inspiration. Just him be like, I just got out of a plane, my knee hurts, but it's great.
The paper thing, like that's something truly special that you can't really do with the internet age anymore, unless Nintendo has you do an email. Really, wouldn't that be much fun? I remember that I saw a video where in the Wii channel version of Star Tropics, the Wii Shop version, that they had a digital version of the paper thing, which I think is really cool.
Oh yeah.
So like I'm envisioning for like a modern version of this game to basically be like said Americanized Zelda, like especially Breath of the Wild based. Maybe like explore suburban areas too, along with the fantasy stuff. And I'm also aware that game also had a save system too, right?
Oh yeah, it had a save system. It was one of the few NES games that have like battery backups and stuff, which thank God it did because I don't know if anyone else remembers or even knows the fact that NES games didn't have battery backups. So a lot of them, like the first Mario Brothers, hell, even Mario Brothers 3, I'm pretty sure. No, not Mario Brothers 3, but definitely like the first Mario Brothers, you had to beat in one sitting, or you had to leave your NES on while the game was paused, hoping that no one would turn it off so you can come back to it the next day because there was no saving, which is a pain. And I'm glad we don't have to deal with that anymore. Oh yeah, thank God for those battery backups. They were expensive, but they were worth it, man. They were worth it. But yeah, now I'm thinking about like open world version of this game, of this series. It's like in the suburban areas, you have to deal with a lot of Karens. In the fantasy era, oh God, wizards, fucking, oh Jesus, like that. There's gonna be so much.
Dangerous.
It's gonna be so dangerous. I think the Karen's gonna be the most dangerous part, though.
I know, right? What's it? And I guess Mike Jones is one of those characters I'm surprised never got an appearance in Smash, like a Brawl or something.
Or is he like an Echo Fighter at all, or no?
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
Let me just double check. He might like be a spirit or something.
Yeah, I think probably because I know they put the first Star Tropics on the NES Online service, which was fun, which is interesting, but still though. Also, fun fact though, Star Tropics is Nitro Rad's favorite game. He's a YouTuber. For those of you who don't know who he is.
Nice. Like, I guess the only would be that his moveset might be pretty similar to Ness's, but at the same time, I know they could be pretty creative. And at worst, they could just make him a Ness Echo Fighter, even though that wouldn't make too much sense.
Yeah, but then again, do you really want annoying Ness or Lucas on fucking online?
No.
Exactly. God damn those little shits. Anyways.
Moving on would be my first choice, and that would be Punch-Out. So, Punch-Out is a classic for a lot of people, especially on the NES. Everyone wanted to fight Mike Tyson. That Nintendo had to re-release it because of many reasons. So it was Mr. Dream. A lot of people didn't play the SNES version, and of course there's the Wii version. Punch-Out Wii is amazing, and I know that if Punch-Out got the Switch treatment, it would just be damn near perfection. Especially when it comes to the Next Level Games developers, they knock it out of the park all the time, and it seems like they still do, like with Luigi's Mansion 3. And there's plenty of potential that this game could have. Remember the Little Mac trailer for Smash 4 where they kind of had that comic book style? What if that was the whole game?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
Exactly. And, like, okay, so Punch-Out Wii reused a lot of the NES characters, obviously, for nostalgia. I think they should reuse the SNES characters along with some new characters as well. There's plenty of countries that from a lot of the African countries they could definitely pull from. I wouldn't mind someone from Kenya or something like that. I've also had the idea of it being like a prequel, maybe starring Doc Lewis as a young boxer in his day. Something like that.
Ooh, that sounds good too. Oh my god.
Right? Like, this game seems like it wouldn't be the most complicated game to do. Punch-Out is not complicated.
Yeah, and like,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, and like, definitely, you can definitely utilize the motion controls too, definitely. Or,
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool though, right? I mean, I think it would work. Cause like I said, I remember when wasn't he like a assist trophy in
He
Brawl?
was an assist trophy in Brawl, and due to his popularity in the West, he became a character in Smash 4.
Right,
Yeah.
makes sense.
You know, I think now makes the most sense to make a new boxing game. Because if you look, there's not many boxing games out there. And Nintendo could get there. They could make a scene and make a Punch-Out game, and everyone would be talking about it right now. Especially with how popular boxing is because of YouTubers. And, I think it'd be cool to have some unique special guest in it, kind of like how we had Mike Tyson, we had Donkey Kong. What if we had villagers or special guests?
But not a Max
Punch-Out.
Jake Paul.
Yeah,
Jake
Oh,
Paul
yeah,
Punch-Out
like
for the
PK
Nintendo
Rule.
Switch.
KK Rule and maybe Incineroar.
We should, if we got a new Punch-Out game, we should get either a boxer or another Nintendo character as like a special guest star when you like 100% the game and you have to fight them. Kind of like, Donkey Kong, Mike Tyson. I think that'd be pretty cool to bring that back. I think this makes so much sense to bring
That would.
a boxing game.
Yeah,
Because we haven't had a boxing game in over a decade.
yeah. Like, come on. I mean, seriously. Like,
Like, I'm not just saying Punch-Out, I'm just saying boxing in general. This would make Nintendo really unique if they made a boxing game right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Now, the first choice is, actually, you go ahead, Lex.
because I mean, yeah, that would be cool. But like Max, you're referring to because I know you said boxing in general, but you're not talking about one of those professional boxing games. You know how most
Yeah, in general, and there's not been a professional boxing game in over a decade.
right? Okay, yeah.
That's why I'm saying Punch-Out would be so unique right now, just because you don't have regular boxing games out there right now. If Nintendo came through with a Punch-Out game, they would have everyone on it from the sports side and all the Nintendo fans on it. It could make them really unique, and I think it'd be very, very popular right now.
Yeah, because I think Punch-Out will be a good start, definitely. Because obviously, I think it will be a great start. That's just me because because maybe there might be many people that really get into professionals boxing, so they might want to get themselves familiar with something with just character that existed before. I guess game existed before, basically. That's why I
feel
said.
like Nintendo is big enough to have a real life boxer be a part of the cover again. So let's just say Floyd Mayweather's Punch-Out coming for the Nintendo Switch in 2023. I feel like that would get a lot of attention for a lot of people. And that doesn't necessarily mean we still can't get a Nintendo character. I feel like I told you all this before, but it wasn't originally supposed to be Donkey Kong and Punch-Out Wii. It was supposed to be Peach. But
What?
Wait, what?
What?
Oh yeah, it was supposed to be Peach.
I did not know that.
That must have got banned or something, right?
But why? But why
Mhm.
Peach though?
I
Why
mean,
Peach?
well,
Yeah,
I guess
why-
the next
why-
couple games are a little bit funny.
It's just like why Peach though? Why not even Bowser, bro?
Nope,
Like,
Peach.
but Peach. Are you serious? Like,
That is interesting.
but like, I'm not trying to sound like any like sexist or anything like that. But it's just like not even Bowser, even that. But Peach. Okay. I can't wrap my head around that. I
So,
can't.
like, I'm picturing someone like King K. Rool being the other Nintendo character. Honestly, like, I feel like this would probably be one of those games Nintendo would update over a matter of time. They'd probably release this a little sooner than they need to, and obviously, you know, they would have to put more content in there. A very strange thing that I have mixed. But moving on, Lux, what is your fourth choice?
Okay, so I must go ahead and say this before I forget. But the game that I like to see come back, that's been dead for a long time, for a bit of a time, has to be what was it? Yeah, Mario and Luigi, the Mario and Luigi series. You know the Mario and Luigi series where they go on their fun adventures, do like a whole RPG environment, that kind of thing. You know, but like, so the thing is with that is like, you know, this series has been out for a long time, and their last game they had was, from my memory, was Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario, basically. I think it was like Paper Jam. I think, what was it?
Yeah, Paper Jam.
Yeah, it was Paper Jam. Yeah, that's funny because I thought it was Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario. Like, well, anyway, that's the point. But like, the thing is with this series, like, you know, a lot of people loved it, especially the older ones that were on, like Bowser's Inside Story, and then I think it was also. What was the other game? Partners of Time. Yeah, those games. But yeah, those games were baller back then. A lot of people enjoyed those games. For some reason, Partners in Time is not on the 3DS. They didn't make that for some reason. I know Miles. Weren't you pissed about that, Miles?
Yeah, it bothered me a lot that they didn't do a remake of Parts of the Time. They blatantly skipped the second one of the series. I know that Bowser's Inside Story is damn near perfect, but come on, guys.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, maybe ask like what happened to it. Basically, what happened is that, from what I know, what I actually remember hearing early on, Alpha Dream actually shut down, basically being bankrupt. They're basically bankrupt because of their debt, and that's why Nintendo didn't buy Alpha Dream. So basically, they dug their grave. The series dug its grave, and yeah, it's just like it's really like sad because like just the whole thing about this franchise is you see Mario and Luigi and the gang, and you see them in a different light. And like, in a way, you see, other than what you see from the regular, you know, Mario games, where it's just, you know, usual 2D shit going there, save the princess.
Luigi games had a lot of imagination to it. Each game definitely had something so special about it, like the Bean Kingdom and Superstar Saga. Let's see, the time travel stuff and Time, Bowser's Insides. Story, etc., etc.
Yeah, it really became something, you know, unique for Mario, and like to see Mario go on these adventures and seeing how the gang reacts to these many situations that they were in their adventure that they embarked on, and honestly, if they were to do if there's anything I think they could possibly do, is if, like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if there's a way to like bring it back. I don't know what they could do, but like, yeah. and it's just really sad to see that this went when it did. So
speaking of the Paper Mario series, real quick, like I know that Mario and Luigi would fill the Mario and Luigi RPG hole for a lot of people, just being included. Because, you know, Paper Mario's been pretty controversial for these past few years, thanks to the new direction that the series has gone, where they emphasize on the paper gimmicks a lot. And, you know, like, personally, I've been more of a Mario and Luigi guy myself, and it would be nice if we at least had an alternative, but I think that's just what makes the Paper Mario thing stinky. Just the fact that we don't have that side series to fall back on while Nintendo does the whole paper thing a lot with Paper Mario.
right, basically, and you know, and we're probably and we may in the future. I bet we'll probably see something with that, with them picking it up again, because there's a lot of people enjoy the franchise, so try to find a way to pick it up, but. Because I think many people enjoy seeing a different side of the Mario crew, especially. So
At
it'd
the
be
end
great.
of the day, make sure, guys, to control your debt or end up like Alpha Dream.
Shit, man, you're telling someone with ADHD that? Fuck, that's a miracle. That bitch is me, by the way.
That's me. I am bitches.
I am the bitches. I still gotta pay off my fucking credit card shit.
So, Max, what is your second voice?
Alright, Miyamoto, I know you're listening to this video. I know you have your headphones. You're smiling. You're smiling at the pain of Star Fox games. It's time to bring back Star Fox. Now, I know
Properly.
you're listening and you're like, I've already brought back Star Fox. I know you're saying that was a little Star Fox t-shirt. And no, not bringing back Star Fox N64 for the 150th time. I'm sorry, I don't want to play that on the DS. I don't want to play that on the 3DS. I don't want to play that on the Wii U. If I want to play Star Fox N64, you know where I'm going to play that, Miyamoto? Do you want to know where I'm going to play that? I'm going to play that on the N64. I don't want to play it on today's consoles. I want you to go in there, Miyamoto. You know, if you need to be fired off the project, maybe that's what's best. Maybe you just need to not touch Star Fox. Because clearly, I don't know why you keep bringing back 64. No one wants 64. Like, bro, why?
But I mean, it worked for Zelda though when they brought back Ocarina of Time like 3 fucking times.
So Miyamoto, I know you're listening to this. It's time to react a new Star Fox game, a new one, not something that previously exists.
Starlink.
You know what? Get the people that made Starlink to make the brand new Star Fox game. Make it good. Make no relation to Star Fox 64 because I'm tired of hearing about that game. Make it good. Get Starlink team. You know what? Trevor made a great point. Let's get the Starlink team. Ubisoft, make Ubisoft do it. I don't know. But there needs to be a Star Fox game because the interest is clearly there. And the only reason why Star Fox Zero didn't sell well is because it was a crap game. When you make crap games sell terrible. And no one liked the control scheme that you came up with. Like, I mean, it's a unique idea, not gonna lie. But it doesn't work for people. Works for you, but it doesn't work for the Four Swords podcast and pretty much everyone else.
Yep.
So, yeah, we need a new Star Fox game.
Yes, sir.
That's a very frustrating thing about the Star Fox franchise, that they just have to reset back to 1 every time. Because, you know, we have the original Star Fox 64 is a reboot of the first Star Fox. Okay, fine. We're going off from that. Oh, Star Fox Zero, a reboot of Star Fox 64. Not to mention that we had the remake of Star Fox 64. It's frustrating,
And
because you know
Star
what?
Fox Command is kind of a Star Fox 64.
Oh
on the
lord,
DS.
and that game has like
It's just
a million
like
endings.
it's like they're like copy and paste and
Like,
shit, bro.
Assault is a good game. It's not the best Star Fox game, but it's a good game.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind them doing more of that. Like, it doesn't have to be, you know, what Star Fox used to be. I'm fine with stuff with Star Fox Assault, or even if they want to go with Adventures. I liked both those games.
Just adventures, but better. That's
Yeah.
all. Oh lord. Like, seriously, like, okay, it seems like Nintendo now, at least, are just holding on to the Zero continuity. And you know what? Maybe they'll embrace some stuff from Star Fox 2, like have the Lynx and the Poodle join the team of Star Fox. Looks like Crystal probably won't be in another Star Wars game for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's fine. Just if you want to give us 64 again, just give us a game that's not 64. Just give us all the good stuff from 64 and add more to it. That's what everyone wants. And I didn't mind the land levels in Assault. Just make the controls a little looser and call it a day.
You know what? You're speaking straight facts. You know what? Clapping for that.
Like, you know, the Assault ground missions were a little awkward to control. Like, they're not tank controls because Fox moves too fast to be tanky. But like, I think like aiming just needs to be improved and all that. But, you know, there's a lot of potential in there, too. Like, get another developer to help with the, on ground missions. Like, maybe someone from one of the Star Wars games to help out with that. Something.
Yes, sir.
Like, past developers of the Rogue Squadron games or something like that. I heard the ground missions on that games aren't that good either. But we could think of something. And for the love of Pete, please don't use Andros as a villain again.
You know they're going to.
But I get it. He is the main villain of Star Fox, and the only other big bad we've had are the Aperoids from Assault and the fish people from Command. But you know what? The Aperoids were cool. Just don't bring back the fish people. But
No comment.
no comment. Moving
No
on.
comment.
Trevor, what's your second choice?
So my second choice is basically Reggie Fils-Aimé's Nightmare. It's the meme that will always haunt him. It is the thing that he always gets asked about, and the thing that Robot Chicken made fun of, to where he basically just fireballed a fan for asking about this series. It's Earthbound. Now, I know we all are sick of Ness and Lucas because of Smash Bros. And how spammy they are on fucking online. Because, you know, everyone's like, PK fire! PK fire! If you don't PK, shut the fuck up. I'm going to put some fire on your ass. And I'm also going to freeze your balls off. There you go. But still, yeah, I think they need to move on with Earthbound. Because they're never going to release Earthbound 3 just because Nintendo doesn't want to touch the topic of transgenders and stuff like that, and children dying. Then again, they kind of do touch on that a little bit in some of their games when they say a lot of people died because there's some sort of calamity or whatever, or some shit, this war. I'm like, people, you do realize that means children too, though, right? Yeah. Then again, Nintendo.
They don't want you to think that, though.
That's true. Then again, Nintendo lately has been getting with you tugging on the heartstrings, like with the re-release of Skyward Sword, but also like an Aid to Calamity, the little robot thing dying, whatever. Spoilers, I guess, if you actually care. But they lately have been trying to get you with the heartstrings and shit. So it's just, I don't know, maybe having a kid die but then come back, if he does come back. I haven't played Mother 3 actually. Would be great. And then again, the mother died, but she don't come back. They never come back.
Just hearing more stuff about Mother 3 hurts me.
Yeah, she don't come back. It's like a Disney movie. They never come back. But
Locked in the Nintendo vault, just like
Oh my
this.
god.
I
Yes.
feel like inside the Disney vault, there's another section inside the vault that says Nintendo Vault.
because Nintendo is basically the Disney of Japan.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is, Nintendo, like I'm pretty sure Mother 3 is definitely on the Wii U eShop, but for Japan. While creepily or suspiciously enough, they have never taken down the Mother 3 fan translation into English. That thing is huge. Everyone knows about, basically anyone who knows about Mother knows about that translation. I'm pretty sure even Nintendo has. I'm pretty sure that thing has been covered in news articles and Nintendo hasn't taken it down. And I think that's because Nintendo's like, we don't want to touch it, so here you go. We'll give you this free one because we don't want to touch it. So
I think you're exactly right about that. That's exactly why I don't think Mother 3. That's one of the reasons. why I don't think
Yeah.
it's ever cares because the brand translation, Nintendo takes that crap down like immediately when they see stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
You have never seen them take on this, and this is something that's probably been talked about the most out of every ROM translation, anything like that. Emulation.
Yeah.
And the fact that they
Pretty
haven't
much.
taken down is just like, I think Nintendo's like giving us a free because they don't want to touch it because they know they're never going to release it. Maybe
Right.
until decades later when they feel like it's more open and good to talk about it, but still. But maybe.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
No, go Lux. Go ahead, Lux.
Yeah, because I remember like I remember Earthbound wise, like series wise, didn't the creator basically didn't want to do anymore with that series?
Yeah.
It's over. It's basically over.
Ba- But you know how
Yeah.
some companies like to do it. They like to continue series even after the creator is either done with it or has died. SpongeBob. But yeah.
Metal Gear.
Oh yeah, Metal Gear. Oh shit, Metal Gear. Don't let's that's still a fresh wound in the fact that Metal Gear 2 is turning 20. Yeah,
Oh,
let's
Lord.
Oh yeah. Also so is Melee. Smash Bros. Melee. Remember that. It turns
Oh,
20 this
Lord.
year.
That's one thing I gotta give respect to with Nintendo. They could, well, I don't know if they would, but they could easily bring back Earthbound if they wanted to, like make an Earthbound 4. 'Cause
Yeah.
the interest is clearly there. I mean, when Lucas got revealed as a Smash Bros. DLC character, everyone freaked out about that. So the interest is there. I mean, they even brought back Earthbound Beginnings here in America because of the response to Lucas being in Smash. That was their big world premiere announcement at the Nintendo World Championships. So the interest is clearly there. They realize it, and they're not making a new game. And I got to give them respect since the creator doesn't want to do a new game.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. The only thing I can really think of they could possibly do is like
A collection.
collection.
Well,
Like
said,
like they
Earthbound
did.
is in a really weird place.
Yeah, but I think collection would be good though. Kind of like how they did the Mana collection, where they actually, where they finally released. I think it was it Secret of Mana finally, or no, Trials of Mana from the NES finally translated for the first time in English. I think it was that one. So doing that maybe with Mother 3 though would probably be a good thing. Be like, oh yeah, here's all of them other games. It's gonna be for a limited time because let's be honest, they probably would do that. But
we already know.
Exactly. But like here's the Infinite Mother 3. So leave Reggie the fuck alone. We keep getting emails from him about it, begging us to release it because he has nightmare from people asking him.
It doesn't even work for the company anymore.
Yeah.
The Mother franchise is in a really weird spot because, like I said, it's done, but like the legacy of Earthbound kind of lives on in a lot of indie games. Undertale being the big one.
Oh yeah.
And
So-
another game, which by the way I have back 62, is called Athenian Rhapsody. It looks amazing. I mean, you're gonna see an NPC that looks just like me in that game, by the way.
Ooh.
Yep. So, like I said, it is heavily inspired by Earthbound, and I think Nintendo should put a lot of their attention into the Earthbound-like games. Like, kind of
Yeah.
like, say, oh, these games were inspired by the masterpiece of Earthbound, just say, hey, and maybe put a few Earthbound references here and there. Or, y'all remember Mother 4, the fan game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just
called
about to
Oddity?
bring that up.
Yep.
Bring that up.
Which, by the way, we have no news on it, but like it looks great too. But I kind of hope that Nintendo at least acknowledges that it has a lot of influence in there. Might as well
Yeah.
just make it like maybe have a discount. The Earthbound-like games. So Oddity,
Yeah.
Undertale, Athenian Rhapsody. Eventually, when I go to Switch, because I know that game's gonna be huge.
Oh yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what?
Yeah.
What I find interesting is maybe if they had someone like Toby Fox do an Earthbound 4 but get the blessing of the original creator, Satoshi Ichoi, I think his name was. If he got his blessing being like, yeah, that's okay, go ahead and do a 4. Because Toby Fox, as anyone who knows about Earthbound and Undertale, and Toby Fox knows that Toby Fox got his start basically making Earthbound fan games. So if he got the blessing from the original creator, then they can actually make a 4 and stuff like that
Right.
too. which would be amazing because yeah, the creators want to do it, but if he blessed it to someone who knows how to make a good one, because let's be honest, Undertale was a good one. I mean, look how much it sold. Yeah, I think Nintendo would be able to go on board with another Earthbound game. And plus, Toby Fox is just amazing. And Toby Fox can do the game and the music. He's basically two fucking roles in one. So like, you don't have to get someone like Koji Kondo or something to do it. You can just get Toby Fox to make the game and do the music. The dude is a trained composer. Come on.
Yep.
He's actually the reason why I got the deluxe, the collector's edition, whatever, for Little Town Heroes from Game Freak, because it came with a CD, but for the music, and I'm like, I like Toby Fox, I like the music he makes, so yeah.
Oh wow.
Worth it.
Man, that's just something. Like, yeah, that blessing thing might just be the best thing you could do, and along with acknowledging the indie games, all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Have a lasting impact on games as a whole.
Oh yeah, look, it's like, I know it's not a video game thing, but like Max will definitely be able to like vibe with me on this one. When Rob Zombie was making the Halloween remake in 2007, he basically called up John Carpenter. He was like, "Yo, I'm making another Halloween movie." John Carpenter made the original one, by the way. He was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, that's fine." He basically got his blessing to make it. So it's like, and that one was a good one. The sequel was shit, but that remake was good enough. But still, though, like, it's not like, basically John Carpenter's like, I don't care, go ahead, make one. So if we got that from the original creator of Earthbound, that'd be good enough for Toby. And if they got Toby Fox to do it, that'd be good enough, you know. Then again, I'm pretty sure Nintendo wouldn't have a hard time getting Toby Fox to do it, because fucking like because when they were doing revealing Undertale for Switch, he had his own little thing about the Deltarune, I think it was, whatever. That his Undertale sequel basically, oh yeah, the first chapter is going to be on like the Switch or whatever for free or something. I don't remember. But yeah, Earthbound, definitely. And so just so we can leave poor Reggie alone. The man went through Pizza Hut, the fucking Nintendo. Come on, come on. That's a fun fact about Reggie. So yes, let's leave the man alone. He like.
Then he went to GameStop, and then he didn't last at GameStop for a very long time.
Then again, that was a wise choice on him not to last at GameStop, because GameStop's going fucking downhill, especially after the whole fucking stock shit that happened with them. Though that was funny, that still Reggie's like, yeah, no, this is not going good. I'm out.
Yeah. But moving on is my second choice. And that second choice would be Ice Climber. First of all, have y'all ever played the original Ice Climber, by the way, out of curiosity?
A little bit.
Nope. Well, yeah, I did. I did on Nintendo Switch Online, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Game's not really the best. Like, the jumping controls are really weird in that game. But you know what? It's like, I still enjoy it, but like, there's clearly better platformers. But I've had this idea in my mind for a long time for a new Ice Climbers games, because I feel like they could be big. Maybe Animal Crossing level if they had the right direction and everything. So, and I know that like a new Ice Climbers game would kind of ruin the appeal of Ice Climbers to Smash, where they're like, you know, the classic characters, you know, them being a Smash would just be, like, them being a Smash is just a special thing, where these 8-bit characters return 3D, but, them in Smash has kind of just created this idea for me. I feel like, the Ice Climbers game should be developed by some of the people from the Mario team. Like, it would have a lot of Mario Odyssey influence and all that. Like, maybe Popo and Nana would be climbing a gigantic mountain, and whoever gets to the top becomes the best ice climber in the world or something like that. Pretty simple plot like that. There could be minor combat stuff with their hammers. They could produce ice like they do in Smash. All that stuff. And, like, it would also give some variety to Nintendo's platformers, because it can't just all be Mario, even though he'll sell regardless.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like, I think some people would just want to see more franchise, and I think Ice Climbers is ripe for the taking. And I also think that they should do a jazz music direction for their whole thing, just because of their Smash influence as well, and there's a lot of jazz for that. That'd be perfect for them.
So,
Oh, of course, yeah.
the only thing that I'm scared of if they do bring Ice Climbers back is would cancel culture go after them for basically being stereotypical like Eskimo like Indians or like Eskimos, whatever, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too. Actually, no, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
The thing is, what they could do is they could embrace it. Like maybe the people at Nintendo have some supervisors from the culture to watch over them. Maybe even give Popo and Nana some color. Who knows? Make
That's
it a little
true.
round.
That's true. I think though we haven't heard shit from people like in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Then again, I don't know a lot of people who play them in Smash Bros. Ultimate, to be honest. So it's like,
I do sometimes.
okay, but still, like their own game though, especially Nintendo, marketed it a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if there were some people who just throw a fit because like, oh, they're stereotypical Eskimos and shit. Like, they're stereotypes. They're not realistic.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah, as I'm afraid of the most too, because like that's the thing too. They want to make sure they're respecting that kind of, culture with that, or at least that.
And also, just because of this day and age, we can't have shit anymore.
Nope. That's for damn sure. I tell you that. I definitely tell you that, bro. But yeah, it's just that's what that's what I'd say.
Like, there really isn't too much to say. Like, I could definitely see it being co-op, maybe have some online features here and there. Really, I just have the one idea for the one game.
Oh, it makes sense. Yeah, that's definitely a great idea.
Yeah, I like
Sure.
that idea.
Like,
Yeah, same.
if anything, it would just make Kid Icarus Uprising numbers, which would hurt me because I know Kid Icarus Uprising is been only sold. Okay, didn't sound bad, but it sound better.
Right.
I'm not talking about that. Nope, not me.
Poor Miles and his kid Icarus pain. Every time we mention Uprising, he just dies a little inside.
Speaking of Kid Icarus, because I already know what we want to talk about, Lux.
Yeah. The big elephant, mid-sized elephant in the room because, yeah. But anyways, yeah, like Kid Icarus is another game that Nintendo has yet to make another game for the franchise because, but basically, as we've seen, Kid Icarus is definitely, most people know, pretty much most people know Pit, the main character. Because he was in Smash Bros. Brawl, of course. So for the first time, he came out in Brawl, right? I'm not remembering it wrong.
Yeah, you're right. Like Sakurai made Pit the other classic character he revived, and he basically based his design off of the Zelda series.
Yeah. So yeah, basically Kid Icarus. Yeah, basically Kid Icarus had a game that was in, from what I see, was Kid Icarus Myth and Monsters
for the Game Boy.
Basically, that's where it all started from, and then they had Kid Icarus in 1986, and then, of course, they haven't had anything when they finally brought that to Brawl. That's been a thing when they had. Pit and Palutena. Obviously, Palutena wasn't playable at the time, but like, basically, we haven't heard anything. And when they finally I think they finally have Pit has his own game again. Basically, Kid Icarus Uprising. Yeah, Kid Icarus Uprising, which came out in 2012. So, yeah. Wait a minute, dude. Smash Bros came before. Smash Bros 4 came before.
Smash 4 came after Uprising.
Oh, that's right. I was just about to say, like, yeah, cause I was trying to remember that. So yeah, basically, this game came out. Kid Icarus Uprising came, and it was a success, and all that. And it had its own character, and like there was characters like Dark Pit and Breedy, and other characters, which were great character. When Smash 4 came along, of course, they had Palutena and Dark Pit. And then after Smash Bros. 4, that was basically it. I think they had like a little anime short with
They would advertise Uprising and like the 3DS video thing a lot. Like there was like I remember 2 shorts. Was there a third one? I remember the one where Palutena had to make dinner, and the one where Pit had to fight Thanatos in the 3D animation.
Did you say Thanatos?
Yeah.
Bro, don't. Oh no. Oh my god. That just name alone, I know what the fuck they were ripping off.
My name is Thanatos. The extra H is for amazing.
Oh my god.
That game is so quotable.
But yeah, so after that, we have not heard any new, Kid Icarus games since. And like I know most people will say, well, Luxury Master, if you think about it, Sakurai has been working on Smash. Well, yeah, obviously he is, and he's still finishing up the last DLC character as we speak. But like, it's just like I feel like if there's anything they can do for this franchise, I feel like honestly a new game is in order. But also, if they want to go the route they did with Metroid Dread, scratch that. Like if they want to do if they decide they want to make a new game, but if things don't come out well and like they decide they want to do like they want to port it to Switch or something like that, they can, just to buy us time. I would not mind it. I'll be okay with it. It's just as long as they give us a new Kid Icarus game, that would be pretty dope. Because like honestly, I don't really want to see another. Honestly, I don't want to see it as a port on its own, but I like to see it at least see a new game. Because I feel like there's plenty of things they can do with Kid Icarus on the Switch, definitely. And also, they can even do like a tournament, like a thing where they maybe do like a whole thing. I had an idea of them like doing a whole tournament thing where Pit fights other angels or whatever, or something like that, which would be cool. What I thought was pretty cool at the time. This was 2017 me thinking about it. So I would have loved to see something like that, or some other storyline, something new for Kid Icarus.
Yeah. I feel like Sakurai should definitely work on a new game with it, but after Smash Bros. And after that man takes a damn break, he needs it. He deserves it.
5-year break.
Of course, yeah.
Would you be okay if Sakurai didn't develop the next Kid Icarus game?
If I know there's a trusted developer or director, then yes.
Yeah, same.
If there's someone else that is doing it, I'm okay. I guess I'll be okay with it.
I'm having a feeling that Smash Ultimate is most likely his last game, because there was an article a few months ago that came out that he's considering early retirement, which is well deserved after all the work he's been doing.
Oh yeah, and after all the health problems too, because of the work.
Yeah. I don't know how he does it with his hand. That's absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the next Kid Icarus game is more than likely not going to be with Sakurai. And I'm fine with it, like Miles said, as long as it's with a good developer, knows what they're doing, and can make that Kid Icarus Uprising feeling.
Right. Because, definitely. And if they decide they want to throw in another treat on the side, that being the port of Kid Icarus Uprising, as something to hold us over, that's okay. But as long as it just not the port it's alone, I feel, because just like how Metroid Dread, like basically the new Metroid game they're making right now, and they have Metroid Dread for us to like tie us over. I just think that's a good idea. I feel like that's kind of a good idea,
Right.
in its own. So like, I think that's what they could do for Kid Icarus. And honestly, that sounds selfish and like that, because of course, I think thinking about his Sakurai's retirement, I think he does need a break. Of course, he does. Like I said, I do agree with Miles and Max. it's just all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But I'm also saying is for them to not try to do the same shit. Not try not to do the same shit they did with Star Fox and shit, like where they go back to the first game and stuff like that. That's all. I don't want happening because no, it's just not gonna hit. It's just not gonna end up hitting. I mean, I'm pretty sure Kid Icarus Uprising did really well. I don't think it really took anything from the first game or the second. I don't know. I never played those, but I'm hoping.
The first game is hard as hell, and Kid Icarus Uprising represents the first game a lot. The second Kid Icarus game is Western produced, and a lot of people don't know it exists. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people in Japan especially don't know it exists, so there's that.
So yeah, it would be really great to see Pit definitely in some kind of tournament thing. Definitely with a cool new outfit. It's just something there. Do something cool. Maybe even bring Dark Pit in there too.
Maybe.
Or something as a gag or something. I don't know. Just them fighting together or something. I don't know. But yeah, but you get the point. I love this franchise so much. Like, I love the game so much. I haven't played it in so long. But I'm telling you,
With that being said, is there anything else we want to say before we end things off?
I think you do have something. So basically, as something that we can do as fans of the Nintendo community, we should definitely give our support to games franchises that have been revived, like WarioWare, that other game, that war game, whatever the hell. Oh yeah, that game. But
Please.
and
Man,
Metroid
I need to pre-order that.
Metroid Dread is not okay. The thing is with Metroid, some people may say, "Oh, it's not dead." Well, the thing is with Metroid, like I said, it is the last game they had before we even heard about Metroid Dread was literally the 3DS.
Metroid Prime 4 was announced too in 2017.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, that's right.
Well, 2D Metroid was dead technically, because we got Samus, the remake of Samus, but we hadn't had a new 2D Metroid game since the Game Boy, really. So
yeah,
ever since Fusion.
Yeah, ever since. Actually, I just bought Fusion in Zero Mission on the Wii U.
Yeah, I kind of forgot. To be honest, I kind of forgot when they had announced the Metroid Prime thing. Honestly,
but I think Nintendo forgot to.
Just like Platinum forgot about Bayonetta.
No kidding, yeah. no kidding. But yeah, this is just So basically, that was just it's basically what we should be doing is try to support these games. Letting them know hey, Nintendo, we bought these games, we're interested. This will basically tell them that we care about these other franchises. We understand. Of course, I think we all know that we understand that Nintendo trying to do a lot with the popular franchises and also working with other companies to bring in ports from third-party games. So, if we show support to those games that franchises that got revived, then I think we'll have a better chance of getting more dead franchises revived. And I think that's something that's what we should all do collectively. Honestly,
it's just interesting. I just thought about it. I feel like Nintendo can have their cake and eat it too, where they could have many Mario games and still have the other franchises to get their just dues, because the GameCube era was that.
Exactly.
Every franchise had that game, and there was still hella Mario games on there.
Yeah. So it's just I think that's our best option right now when it comes to wanting to see more dead franchises get revived.
Yeah.
And because I feel like when we do this, Nintendo will start listening more, because they kind of have a problem where they just do stuff.
Yep.
And yeah, it just happens. Shit just happens,
Yep.
And fans get upset. So it'd be great to let them know that this is what we want. This is exactly, and I think the Metroid Dread, that Wars game, like I said, and WarioWare is a good sign. Is a sign that they're listening.
Yeah.
That they're listening.
Slowly but surely.
Cause I never thought they'd bring back Advance Wars, because that was a GBA title like that. I remember, like from it, at least one of its most famous games. So I'm just like, damn, they're bringing that back and Metroid. Damn, okay, Nintendo, you really did bring them the hard hitters in fucking E3.
The one thing that also surprises me the most is the fact that they got what's it called, Way Forward to develop the Advance Wars remake.
Oh yeah, fucking the Shantae people love that.
Yes. Please buy Advance Wars, everyone, please.
But hey, like at least, and then this is a good sign, and this is a step in the right direction. But that's all I gotta say on that.
I think that is a fine conclusion.
Yes.
So, gentlemen, let us first plug ourselves, then we can have things on. I'll go first. You can find me on my channel, Miles Per Hour. My Twitter, Miles_per_hour, and the number 1. And my Twitch, 221MPH. Other than that, please give me a follow and subscribe on those respective things. Lux, what are your things?
Okay, so of course my Instagram, Twitter, Luxmaster Cos, Thunderbolt emoji, basically. So you'll see me there. Yeah, I know y'all ready to rip on me for not setting up my YouTube channel yet.
Say the line, Lux.
It's coming soon. Don't worry, guys. He said that 6 episodes ago, and
it'll be here
soon in the next 6 episodes.
like it'll be here it'll be here in about like maybe 6 months, maybe 6 months. I don't know, like you know how it is. Like it'll be here in 6 months. Like you know how it is.
Yeah.
The channel will finally come out.
Yeah, maybe when the next Smash character comes out.
Maybe when the mood turns red.
That's gonna be like in the next month potentially. So you gotta speed that up.
Hopefully.
We'll see about that.
Yeah,
Trevor.
I have my doubts.
So Trevor, where can we find you?
You can find me here on YouTube at TrevorMan5. I am currently it's still in the production, working on a review of Mario 64.
Nice.
Fun enough. It's basically gonna be my start of seeing how will I do on reviewing games and stuff. You know, I'm currently playing through it after just being Skyward Sword. Like, I'm taking my time to record footage and stuff, but that's in the works. If that does well, I'll be doing a review that I've been wanting to do for a while. Well, one of them, Super Mario Sunshine. But you can also follow me on TikTok, TrevorMan5, Instagram, TrevorMan5, everywhere TrevorMan5. Though on TikTok and Twitter, if you see the tag, PokeFan Trevor, that is still me. Don't worry. That's about it too. So go ahead and follow me on those guys, and excuse me, goddamn, that Mountain Dew went down really good. But make sure make sure that y'all keep an eye out for that review, because I want to work damn hard to make sure that I make it a good review with a lot of rewrites of the script. The first draft of the script is about done right now, but there's going to be some rewrites to see what I need to add and shit. But I really hope you guys get excited for that.
I'm excited for that.
But certainly not least, Minato Max, where can we find you?
Alrighty, guys. So Minato Max on YouTube. If you're watching this and you've somehow not subscribed to the Minato Max channel, I would appreciate it, because we are almost less than 30 subscribers away from getting that big number, which that big number being 2,000 subscribers. So I'd very much appreciate it. If not, it's all good. Twitter is MinatoMax, and that's on my platforms right now. I might look into getting an Instagram later. I don't know. It's something I'm thinking about.
Do it.
Everyone has Instagram, so I might need to do it. I don't know. But yeah.
Alright, perfect. Oh, audience, what do y'all think? Are there any other Nintendo franchises you think should come back? Let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. And share too, because that's the thing. But other than that, peace the heck out.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye!
I'm not screw up this recording like last time. I'm coming for you if this didn't work out. I am coming for you.